Hi guys, it's Lee and welcome to my first Runescape video. And in this video I'm basically going to be showing you a quick way to get some money, and it's something you can do on a daily basis, like a little run, buying stuff from NPCs, collecting items and then selling them for a profit in the GE. Now all I'm going to be wearing is my weight reducing cape, which is the Wiki Cape, and a couple of teleport rings, the Glory and the Wealth. And to start off with, we're going to be collecting a Wicked Hood. Now, I've already got one, but if you don't have one, you can teleport to Birthwarp, or whatever it's called, and you can just talk to Tam McGrubber, and he'll give you a Wicked Hood for free. Now, it's an advantage to have a higher rune crafting level when using a Wicked Hood. I'm only 66, so it's not the highest potential I can get from it. But what you want to do is just do a few games of Rune Span, and you want to upgrade your Wicked Hood, so when you get to level 50 I think you can access the Runecrafting Guild, and if you bring the woman there, one of every talisman should give you this Omni Talisman, and basically that'll make it so instead of receiving Rune Essence, you'll receive Pure Essence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to travel to the Cosmic Altar, because I haven't done the quest yet, so I can't make deaths. I can't make death runes. So I'm just going to fill up my inventory with these cosmic runes. Now what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and do this whole thing in one take without editing any parts out. So what I've found with other videos that I've done is if I miss out one thing, people don't understand or they think they've missed something. So I'm just going to leave it all in so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Now, this is really a member's guide, but well, I wouldn't say a few, quite a lot of the things that I do in here can also be done by non-members, but I might also do a non-members guide like this at some point in the future. So let's just keep getting a few more of these cosmic runes. And then I use my 3 runes for deaths. So give me 10, no 5, okay, so give me 10 overall once I've used them both. Which should be about 2k worth of deaths. So let's have a look. Now also at the start you can use your Squealer Fortune Spin, but I've already used mine for today, so I unfortunately don't have that. But the 3 spins that I didn't really get anything. They were just like holiday items, like the Shark Fist. So it gets an easy 37k right off the bat. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing is heading to Cafe Bay, and if you've done any of the Seer's Diaries, achievement diaries, you can collect some free flax off the guy. Now I've only done the first one, so I can only collect 30. I don't even, yeah it's quicker to go here. Yeah, I can only collect 30, so I'll just go and collect those now because it's still free stuff. Now I've seen quite a few guides like this on YouTube before, but what I've noticed is a lot of them have like loads of 99s and have completed nearly all the achievement diaries, and I think that's like not very good if a lower level player's watching and they want to know how to make money, because there's this guy going, oh, if you've got 99 this, or you've completed all these tasks that need 99s, you can get all of this money. And I think it's just better to get down to earth and say, my stats aren't brilliant, but if your stats aren't brilliant, there is still this way you can make money. So there you go, I just got 30 flax, and while we're here I may as well just pick myself a full inventory, because after this we're going to head off to the GE and sell this loot. I remember the good old days where all I used to do was pick flax, spin it into bowstrings, and that was the way I made money. You gotta start somewhere, hey? What's his name? Jeffrey. So this altogether should net us about 50k, which should be enough to start with from the go. Six more. Now, for certain things you might need to have done certain quests. Now, if I can't remember what the quest is, and there is a quest and I haven't said that there is, then I'm sorry. But you just have to get over it. Some of the things you will need crystal. I mean, it's not many, but quite a few will need quests. So let's go and sell all this already. Now I think I've made a tab in bank so we can store all the items we get so we don't get muddled up. Now really we want to be selling the items for about mid-price. Let's just hope these sell. I don't think the cosmics will though. No, they didn't. So I'll just lower the price on them because all we need to do is get some starting cash really. Oh, those didn't sell either, flipping hell. Let's stick on all of them. Those got to sell, surely. Yay. I'll quickly just lower these down to like 130 each because it's still pretty decent. I mean, it's free money at the end of the day. So it doesn't really matter how much you give for, you just lose out on a bit of profit. So yeah, people were selling them for that much. Or buying. So these deaths, so I thought we'd get 50k, but we lowered the prices so it's about 40k. Let's do that. And there we go. So go right off the bat, we've got about 41k, it'll be about 800 GP. So next place we want to go is, oh, gotta think now, gotta think. Let's start off with Cafferby. Now what we want to be doing here is we want to go into the farming store there, and we want to be buying all the plant pots, all the watering cans, and all of the plant cures, as they make quite a bit of profit. Now, most of the items that we're going to be getting now won't sell straight away for mid-price, but if you do have a bit of patience and leave them in there, the G for a couple of hours, they will eventually sell. Now, normally these have 100, but I haven't let the shop fully restock since I last did this run. But there you go. They're 1 GP each, so that's 28 GP. And if we do a quick price check on them, it's 6.4k. So it's quite a big markup. And what we're going to do is just going to keep running backwards and forwards. Now if you don't have the glory and the wealth, you can either buy them with the profits that you make at the start, or you can just walk everywhere. But I just like having them to quick teleport. I mean, one takes you straight to the Grand Exchange, which is very useful. So let's get going and get a few more of these. It should take about 5 inventories, roughly, before we're done. Now I've been doing this technique for about 2 weeks now. It's been how I've been making quite a lot of my money. I mean, it's something really simple, it doesn't take much effort to do, it's just buying stuff off the shopkeepers and then sticking it on the G and just waiting for it to sell. And for as little work as this, the profit is actually quite good. I mean, if you think about it, every 28 GP we're spending now, we're making 6.4k. So, you can't really argue against those prices. Now up here you'll see that there's like a little bar. Now I haven't, as I said, this is the first time I've done a RuneScape video, so I don't know how to crop that out yet. So if anyone knows, just leave a comment below and that'll help me out. So, to be honest, the plant cures don't really sell, so I think we'll just buy 2. We could buy them, but let's say save time really. So okay, that's spent about 1k because the watering cans are a bit more expensive. So there we go. Oh, where did the plant cures go? Oh well, we won't sell the plant cures then because I've probably got some more stocked up in my bank that I haven't sold from previous runs. But the plant cures do make a bit of profit, so it is worth doing that. And then what we want to do is we want to be starting to collect loads of fishing equipment. So you want to be getting all the fishing bait, you want to be getting all the small fishing nets, not the big ones, and you want to be getting all the, just filling up with harpoons, just because you've got inventory spaces. So how much is that we spent down here? That we spent about, say, 4k. 4k. Price check again. There we go. Their money zone is more. It's just a really easy way. I mean, there we just tripled our money just from buying stuff off these NPCs. And what I like about these techniques is they can be done by any level player. You don't need to be a ridiculously high level in order to do it. Now, for the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to this guy who sells seaweed and pineapples, but they only restock every like 24 hours after you last got them, so I don't think he's going to have any in stock. Yeah, he doesn't have any in stock, so what we'll do is we'll try that at the end, because he sells seaweed for like 1 or 2 GP each, and they do actually make quite a markup when you sell them in the Grand Exchange. They're like 600 GP each or something like that. So for this next part you're going to need to have completed the Shiloh Village quest. You want to charter a ship to Brimhaven. And then once there, you want to travel by the guy up here's car, and he'll take you straight into Shiloh Village, which is also the quickest way I've found to actually get into Shiloh Village. There's a few things that we can buy from Shiloh Village. The first one is the Vial of Water pack from the general store. So you get 17 stocks, we'll buy all of those. And then there's also a fishing shop and a Slayer Master. Now if you have completed the Smoking Kills quest, you can buy broad bolt tips and unfinished bolts from Slayer Masters, but they tend to be a bit expensive, so we won't be getting those just yet because we only have 27k. So what we'll do instead is we'll just come here and buy all the feathers and all the fishing bait. Next we're going to be teleporting to Lumbridge, and we're going to be going to the fishing store there, and we're going to be buying all the feathers, all the fishing bait and the small nets. So what's happening is the money is slowly going down, but then once the money reaches 0 or close to 0, we just head to the Grand Exchange and sell all of the items that we've already collected, and that'll make us all the money back plus a lot more, and it'll give us a lot more money to spend so we can buy more expensive items or more quantities of items. So let's trade Hank. Let's take his 3 small fishing net and the 5 others, and let's buy feathers and fishing bait. Now just because I'm lazy, we're going to re-teleport back to Lumbridge, and we're going to be going down the what's it called, a cellar in the Lumbridge Castle, and we're going to be using the Necromancer's Chest or whatever the hell it's called. Now in order to do this you need to have done a quest, and I can't remember what it's called, so I'm going to try and quickly look it up while walking. It is called don't even know. No, it wasn't even one that I finished, I don't think. Yeah, Recipe for Disaster, that's it. You don't need to finish the quest, but I think you only need to do 1 part. And basically, the more parts you do, the more items is going to be in this chest. Now, I think I've only done 1, so there isn't going to be much in, but it's still worth getting, because it does make quite a bit of profit. So what I'm going to be buying is I'm going to buy all these chocolate bars, and just because it barely takes any time, oh no, I don't want to use, I want a powder, to turn it into chocolate dust, and that makes a bit more profit than having normal chocolate bars. So I want to bank that. And next we want to buy more, and we want to be buying the grapes, the cooking apples, and the pots of flour. Because we're buying, yeah, sorry, we're buying egg, why not? And that's that done. So now we're down to 11k. So I'm trying to think of the best thing to do to save money. I'm thinking if we go to Port Sarim, 11k might just about be enough to buy the feathers. I don't think we'll be able to afford the rest though. But it's worth going there and having a look, and then teleporting to the Grand Exchange and selling the items. Now of course, everyone won't always start from zero. I'm just doing this as an example to show how much money you can actually make from zero. It's not going to be an insane amount. We won't be able to... Oh, okay, we might be able to afford them. Yeah, so if you start with money at the start of the day, say a mil, 2 mil, you'll be able to buy better things right from the start, and you won't need to keep going forwards and backwards from the Grand Exchange. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to collect all the items together that we've got, and we're going to stick them on the Grand Exchange and see how much money we can make. So I'm going to open a note and I'm going to collect everything. And as I said, all the items won't sell instantly for medium, but they will if you leave them for long enough. So depending on how patient you are will depend on how much money you can make. Now for this guide I'm probably going to lower the prices just so we can get the money, but normally I just leave them, and when they sell I come back and stick another item on. Let's open these vial of water packs and let's sell it all. So we'll sell the bait, so that's about doubling our money. We'll sell the feathers, that over doubles your money. So there you go, that's the 40k back in just feathers. Sell harpoons, which are used for a summoning pouch, so that it triples the money we spent on them. We'll sell the chocolate dust. These are actually selling quite quick. These won't, no, I don't think. No, they will not. Oh wow, we're having a lucky day today. The markup on the fishing nets is just stupid. And they've sold as well. Wow, it's been a lucky day today. So how much money are we up to now? I've got a feeling selling all this, we will hit yeah, we will. We're going to reach about 120k. I'm actually surprised that everything's instant, or all the other items. I wouldn't expect apples to instantly sell. And I know these bloody well won't, because I just sold some before I started the video. There we go. Sell an egg. We bought it for 4 GP, it's worth 100. Wait for them to finish first. And we'll sell the pots of flour. Just a bit under. Oops. And we'll just collect the money that this is already made. So there we go, that's an easy 136k, and we have barely done anything yet. And there goes the fishing bait. Let's collect it instead. So the next place we're going to be going is we're going to go to Alcarad, and we're going to head down to the Shanty Pass, and we're going to buy some feathers off the guy there. Now feathers are in high demand because of all the people that are fly fishing. So they are currently up to about 14 GP each, and from the shops you buy them for around 7 or something like that. So it's easy double your money. You can buy about 1,000 each day from most of the vendors. So let's find this guy. Here he is. and he's got 850, oh, 6 GP. So let's just check the markup on that. We spent 5k, and from it we've got 13k. It's just so simple. Where should we go next? I've got, like, normally I do it in any order, but I'm trying to think of like the most suitable order for this. I think I might just get into a bank. Where's a bank? Who's the bank guy? It says there's a bank, so there it is, chest. I think I'll do a little cheat. Actually, I don't need to cheat, I've got my Ring of Wealth. Oh, but I want to save that for the Grand Exchange, sod it. I'll just cheat. I'll get out some runes. That'll be about 200 GP, so it's not much. I'm just going to teleport to my house. I could walk there, but save time, because my house is in Relica. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just walk up there. I'm going to collect some items from the fishmongers. So there's a fishmonger in the market area in Relica, and there's also 2 more in Miscellanea and whatever the other island's called. So we can get more feathers, more fishing bait, and more small nets, but this time we're not going to buy the harpoons. Wait, I wanted to go to Miscellanea, so why am I going to Yaks? Duh! Derp moment. Keep walking. Here we go, let's go to Miscellanea. Now with Miscellanea there is the little mini game that you can do, and what I'll do is I'll cover that at the end of the video, because in order for that to work efficiently you do need to deposit 750k. So I'll explain how I make money from that afterwards, but it's a bit unfair for me to claim money from it during this video from making money from zero, because it requires about 750k, as I've said before. So let's head here, talk to the fishmonger wherever he is. That's the greengrocer. Where are you? There you are. Now it says here there's 2 fishing stalls, but I've only ever found 1 fishmonger. So I'll just have another quick look around for him, because there are 2 fishing stalls and there's 2 fishing things. So it's just weird that I can't find anyone. Oh well. I'll just rest and recover a bit of run. I think there was a musician, yeah. I'll listen to him, because that'll make recovery a bit quicker. So we can only get 6 more nets in this inventory, which is a pain. I should have summoned a beast of burden. I don't know which one I can use actually. It's some sort of spider. That's the only one I can use at the moment that can hold items. Right, let's get going. There goes the cooking apples. Now where are you, Mr. Fishmonger? Oh, you were there. Hello. Spy your feathers, your fishing bait, and some of your nets. Okay, and we want to quickly bank those, and the quickest way to get to a bank is via the glory. I was going to tell it to birth, but it's quicker to just do this. So I want to stick it in there. Yeah. Now next, I don't think I've got enough money for the next part, so I think we'll skip onto a different section. So we are actually going to go to birth. And what I noticed when I became a meme after a few years away was Bertha completely changed, and there's a load of like trainers around and people helping like newer people with the game, and these sell quite a lot of good items. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a load of stuff from them. That look like a werewolf, not a bloody troll. Oh, a bit laggy there. A bit laggy. So you want to keep walking south. It's lags. No, slow-mo run. And you want to come down to this fish person, and he sells 40 small nets. Don't crash now. So you want to buy as many as you can, and then you want to quickly do a bank trip. And then you want to run back there and you want to get some more. It's really bad lag. It's not normally this bad. Hold on, I might just turn my I'll check my graphics. Well, I must say I prefer these graphics a lot better than the others, because it just reminds me of the classic RuneScape. But yeah, when I did change the graphics, my computer decided to have a little spaz and it shut down my browser. Browser. I can't even say words now, flipping hell. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to buy the rest of this guy's nets, and we're also going to buy his fishing bait. Next person we're going to go over to is, actually no, we'll go north, and we'll trade this herb person, and we'll buy all the Eye of Newt packs and all the Vial of Water packs. Next we want to trade the Fletching Woman, and we want to buy all the feathers. We also want to take the free samples as well. It's a bit stealing, but we're not naughty. Next place you want to go to is you want to head off towards where you do summoning, and you want to trade pickup sticks or the other guy, and you just want to buy all the pouches that you can get and also take the free one, because those have got a quite good markup. I think doubles your money because the price has just gone down, so instead of getting triple you only get double now. Now I'm just going to have a look at this guy. Now he's got these in stock, but I don't think we're going to have enough for those, because it's going to be at 100k each for them. But that is another way of making money, because they do sell for about 60 GP each, so it is quite a good profit. But in this video I don't think I'll be buying them, because they don't sell instantly on the G, or one of them doesn't, I can't remember which. We won't have that much money from it, so we want all the Eye of Newt packs. And again, we want a bank. Now I think this is near the end of my run. I mean, I may have missed something out, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to retrace my steps. So we've been to Alcarad, been to Port Sarim, we've done Lumbridge, done Berth, we've done Cafferby. Ooh, I think I can go to... Yeah, I'll try going to Yanile, because I think there's a profit to be made on death runes at the moment. I'll check before I buy a mass amount. Now, just for this part, you are going to need, I don't even know how much it is, 70 magic, 68 magic, because you need to enter the Mage Guild. But what I'll do is I'll just calculate the final profit before I sell the deaths, so anyone who doesn't have that high mage level is still able to see how much they could make using this method. Now we probably aren't going to make as much as I normally make on this run, mainly due to the fact that I can't do certain things without having a large money pouch. So I paid 310. It's worth... Yep, I will be buying all of those. Where's she gone? Where's he gone? Oh, I've trapped him. So we'll buy as many of those as we can. How much will it be? Okay, maybe we won't be buying all the death runes. So what I think I'll do is I'll keep that one death rune and I'll do that out of the video, so we can see how much money we've made. So I think there's only one final thing to do, and that is to head to the Grand Exchange. Now, this is annoying because I am going to have to recharge my Ring of Wealth, so I'll probably have to make a cut once I've sold all this. But wow, this looks so different compared to having high graphics. It's like the classic RuneScape days. Anyway, let's collect all these items and see what our total profit is. As I said, this isn't the main part of my money making scheme, this is just the basics. I mean, I do kingdom management, I buy the 300 odd K worth of deaths that you just saw, so the markup or the main prices is really on the higher items that they buy, or the mass items like the broad arrow tip bolts, but these still make quite a bit of money, so it's worth doing this as well every day. Let's just check these pouches, because they used to be 3 GP, but now they've gone to 2. So I think this should take us around, I don't even know, 150. Why have I closed that? Okay, maybe more than 150. So probably about an easy 200k. I mean, I've probably gone a bit slow for this video. I mean, you can do this run relatively quickly. Okay, so let's just price check on these. We've got 15k, so that's 13 and 15, that'll take us to about 30, and the 40, so yeah, you're making about 250k every time you do this run. So, I'm just going to quickly open up my bank, and as you can see, doing this method I have made quite a lot. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm rich, but I have made quite a few items. And what I'm going to do is show you the other method that I use to make money, which is kingdom management. Now all this requires is the completion of 2 quests. It's the, what's it called, Freedom Miscellanea and Royal Trouble, but in order to do that you do need to have completed the Heroes quest, so that is the only downfall to these 2 quests. So I'm going to quickly go and recharge my Ring of Wealth, because then that makes it so I can teleport straight to the guy I need to talk to. Now, if you want, this could also be a good money making technique of buying uncharged Rings of Wealth and what they call glory amulets, but they don't sell. Can't even speak, what is wrong with me? They don't tend to sell very easily on the GE for prices well enough to get a decent profit on. I thought he was Hallie-ing him then. It's like, what a noob. So let's quickly charge these up. May as well do the glory while I'm here. I have to admit, a miscellanea is probably where all the money's at. I mean, it is the easiest money you will ever get. I mean, it costs 75k a day if you've got the right amount of money inputted into it. So, what you'll see is every day you can come and collect some resources that your people have collected for you. So, I've got 803 maples, 7 bird seeds, and 7 bird's nests, and then 1 bird's nest and a ring, some coal and sapphires. So I get all them, they get stuck in my bank. And this is where it all happens now. You get 15 worth points, and I've found that the best way to organise this, if you're collecting it daily, is to put 9 on wood and 6 on mining. Now if you put 10 on wood, it gives the same amount of nests as it does with 9 on wood if you collect it every day. So since the whole point of doing wood is to get the nests, it's worth just putting 9 on instead of 10, because you're not really bothered about the money that you make from the maples, because it's only about 40k a day. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you got 750k in the coffers all at one time, which means every time you collect you deposit 75k. Now the reason for this is each day 10% of what's in the coffers will be removed from there to pay for the work that the workers do. So what you want to do as well is you want to keep them liking you 100%, so this is just you just do this by chopping wood or whatever, which is why I bought my dragon axe. But yeah, they only take a maximum of 75k out of the coffers a day, so 10% of 750k is 75k, hence why you need a minimum really of 750k to get the maximum profit. So all these are starting to sell now quite nicely. We'll head back to the Grand Exchange and I'll just show you the profit margin that you can make from this Kingdom of Miscellanea, because it is basically the easiest way to make money. So I'm just going to collect all this stuff from the Grand Exchange. So as I said, altogether from that we made about 270k, which is quite good. So I'm going to withdraw the lot, so we don't get the money mixed up when it's sold. And I'm going to withdraw all this stuff. So as I said, all these items cost 75k, and you're guaranteed to at least double your money every day, plus what the seeds are worth, because the seeds is where all the money is. Now you'll probably be able to see the seeds down in the chat, but I don't normally read them. I like it to be a surprise. So you want to crush the nests, because those are an item to make Saradomin brews, and you want to price check. So without the seeds, all the items that you're going to get are 155k, so that is double your money. You've doubled your money by not doing anything. Then the gems are going to be a bonus, and then it's where the seeds are. So orange tree seeds are worth nothing, apple tree seeds are worth nothing, gold ring is worth nothing, and then we got a palm tree seed, 91k, plus a crappy little acorn. So there we go, from 75k we've made 248k. Now you can make more or less, you're not always going to get a palm tree seed, sometimes you might get a magic tree seed, but it all depends on how lucky you're going to get. But at minimum you're going to double your money each time. So from the 250k we spent 75k on miscellanea. So that's about 175k plus the money we just made. We just made about 400k, something like that. And it is just really simple. It requires a few quests. It doesn't require lots of high skills like a lot of the other guides do. And you don't need to have insane amounts of the what they called achievement diaries done. So I hope you liked my money making guide. It is very simple, it can be done once a day, depending on how quickly the shops stack. There are a few other items that you can buy which I might do in a different guide, but instead of starting with 0 I might just start with 2 mil or whatever and then see the markup then. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and welcome to the Sacred Dragons.